Alright, I believe we're online. Hey everybody, welcome aboard. Captain Mike here. I'm going to do the return flight that I did yesterday. This is a LATAM flight, Flight 486, and we're going to head from Santiago, Chile on back to Cordoba, Argentina. They did this flight in the real world in a little over an hour and 7 minutes. We'll see just how close we can come today. The aircraft is cold and dark. I just got in here. I put this paperwork together quick because I want to get this in before family comes for dinner. So you should have the paperwork there. And I just realized that one of my screens back here was just being duplicated and you were missing out on a whole bunch of nav display stuff. So hopefully I got that fixed. And I've also been doing some work to MS 2020. So hopefully that's going to be up running soon as well. So with that said, I'm running out of time. Let's get going. DC battery selector to bat. DC battery switch is on guarded. Standby power is auto guarded. Alternate flaps are off guarded. Fuel pump switches are off. Wipers are set to park. Hydraulic pumps, electric 2 and 1 are off. Landing gear is down. We've got 3 green and we've got 3 green. Weather radar is set to test. Master caution reset. That's to full up. And overheat fire. Alright, ground power is available. Let's confirm with the AC selector. And let's get set for unconditioned air here. And that's set. Alright, galley power is on. IRS select is to nav. Emergency exit lights are on. Air conditioning is fine. Let me give you the CDU. And we're in SCEL. And if we take a look at what's in the database for the airport, it's pretty close to what we have that the IRS is picking up for our gate position, so no issue there. Alright, our flaps are up. They're showing up and up on the aft overhead. We'll give them the position lights. And you get some brake pressure in here. I want to make sure those chocks are set as well beforehand. Been having an issue lately. And okay, that looks good. I'm using the latest and greatest from X-Plane, release candidate 2. And I'm using the latest and greatest from Zibo mod, which is version 3.3, I believe. 4.01.33. 3.3, 2.3. It's a download from today. It was an upload from the 7th. So that's the latest version that's out. That's basically what we're using. Alright, so that is pretty much all set, and that's good. Alright, leading edge devices test. Service interphone is off. Reversers are extinguished. EEC switches are on guarded. Crew oxygen is 14 today. Passenger oxygen is normal guarded. Flight recorders normal guarded. Let's test that. And Mach speed 1. Mach speed 2. A little too early for stall warning. We'll come back to that. We've got 3 green on the landing gear. PSCU is out. Let's check our oxygen flow. And lights test. we are good there. And take a look at that IRS display. Okay. I thought my monitor was out up there for the display, but it's good. Alright, flight controls A and B are on guarded, all the flaps are off guarded, spoilers A and B are on guarded, your damper is on. VHF nav is normal, IRS is normal, FMC is normal, source select is auto, control panel set to normal, fuel temperature is fine, cross feed check. Alright, our AC/DC panel is good, equipment, cooling supply and exhaust is normal, emergency exit lights on, no smoking seatbelt signs on, window heat, and we'll run that test, TAT test. Wing and engine anti-ice are off. Electric 1 and 2 for the hydraulic pumps are off. We don't have any doors open here. Let's get some doors open. Alright. Test on the flight data recorder. Pressurization panels all zeroed out. Temperature is fine. We are set for unconditioned air. Let's reset the master caution. Overheat test. Master air conditioning and wing body looking good. Alright, today's flight is 35,000, I believe, yes. And land altitude is set. Alternate manual outflow valve check. Alright, our lights are good, and we'll use the left igniter today. Used the right one yesterday. Alright, let's get ATIS clearance and program the flight management computer. So, ATIS is 132.1.
E left, 35 right.
Let's make sure this is the same. I already grabbed all this info.
Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read all runway and hold short instructions. VFR departures contact clearance delivery on 121.7. Advise on initial contact you have information kilo.
One more time.
Comodoro Arturo Marino Benitez International Airport. Information kilo. 1800 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 10. Sky conditions. No significant clouds. Temperature 13. Dew point 2. QNH 1019er. Arriving and departing runways 35 left, 35 right. Visual approaches in use.
And in the real world, they're using 17 right and left.
Read all runway and hold short instructions.
Let's see what we get based on what we filed.
Departures contact clearance delivery on 121.7.
121.7.
Contact you have information kilo. Comodoro Arturo Marino Benitez International Airport. Information kilo.
Okay.
Buenos días, America 1204. 1204 is standby. American 1204, we're still standing by for the ATIS clearance.
Roger that, American 1204. I told you back. Give me a minute.
Okay.
LATAM 486 clearance delivery. Good morning. We're looking for clearance to Cordoba, Argentina, as filed with Kilo. See if it picked that up. It seems like the first transmission doesn't go through for some reason. Cordoba clearance, LATAM 486, radio check.
LATAM 486, Santiago clearance. Sounds great from here.
Alright, we're good. LATAM 486, we're looking for IFR clearances filed to Cordoba. We have information Kilo.
LATAM 486, clearance on request. Stand by.
So SayIntentions has been getting a little bit better with each update. Runs rather nice now.
LATAM 486, information kilo is correct. Cleared to Cordoba via the Alba 7. Charlie departure, then as filed. Departure runway 17 right. Initial
17
climb
right,
to 5,000.
okay.
Departure on 122.4. Squawk 2252.
Cleared to Cordoba via the Alba 7, Charlie departure, then is filed. Departure runway 17 right. Initial climb to 5,000. Contact departure on 122.4. Squawk 2252 for LATAM 486. Alright, we're good up to 5. 122.4.
LATAM 486, read back correct. Respect runway 17 right. Contact ground on 122.6.
LATAM 486 going to ground 122.6.
I'd like to put down request
Alright,
runway
so
17.
let's get flight management computer program set up now. So you should have the CDU and you should have the load data sheet there.
Go ahead.
And
Clear to Miami via runway 7, Mango 3, Romeo Flight Station, Romeo means Radon, rejoin over Bravo 77 to Papa Zulu Alpha direct mono.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of LATAM Airlines, it is my absolute pleasure to welcome you aboard LATAM Flight 486.
there we go. I don't know why I couldn't get
My
that
name is
page.
Erica, and along with my fellow crew
And
members, Brian
SACO.
we'll be ensuring you have a comfortable flight today. As we prepare for departure, please make sure all carry-on items are securely stowed in the overhead
Flight number
compartments.
is line 486.
Caution when placing items in or removing them from the overhead bin, and let us know if you need any assistance.
And we got
For those
17.
seated in the exit rows, please take a moment to review the exit row seating requirements on the safety instructions card in your seat pocket. If you are unable or unwilling to perform the functions described, just let us know and we will be happy to reseat you. Once again, welcome aboard and thank
Alba
you for
7C.
flying with LATAM Airlines.
Hola, buenos días, American
17 right, that's going to take us to
At this
Alba.
moment we have a problem.
And on the way
No
in,
SFI called you back, and please confirm your destination.
we've got LDIX 1Q.
1670 standby destination Kilo Delta Foxtrot with
I think that's the first one, yeah. Yes,
Delta 1972, ground, copy 82%.
yes.
Go ahead for Delta
And that's
197.
going to be on nav
Your
into
2
1.
Kilo Lima Alpha X-ray
Yes.
runway 7 via Nanko
Yes.
3,
And
uniform
let's check
transition,
that.
uniform means Ulapo, to join over Alpha 502. To
Let's have a
Michael
look at that.
Alpha on file, climb to 18,000, 18,000 feet, and 6 to the right. Squad 4632.
Alright, so we have Vagos, L250, L401, and then Alba,
Uniform, Zibo to the uniform Alpha.
then
502,
Acito.
The Mike Golf Alpha as filed. I'm maintaining 18,000. Rock 4632 and 120.5 on departure Delta 197.
Copsy,
That is correct. Are you in gate Alpha 3, right? Or 2?
Gate Alpha 3, and we're going to need to start an engine at the gate. We'll call you when we're ready.
Aldix,
Roger that. You have to coordinate with the administration. That's request, okay?
and then we pick up Tilby, 51, CDA, Edmere,
Count.
Ilmog,
American
and
160.
Edno.
Copy it if you turn, please.
And then we are on our way in. That looks pretty good. Let's take a look at some charts now real quick. Let me give you...
Delta Line Roger, Engineer 2, Kilo Delta, Foxtrot Whiskey, via runway 07, and now
Let's have
departure,
a look.
Napo 3, uniform transition, to join over Alpha 502, to
That was
Michael
what,
Alpha.
7 Charlie? 7 Charlie.
To Bravo Zulu Echo as filed, climb to 18,000 feet, until further advice, squad 4602, for approach 120.5.
Out at Vagos, we need to be between 4 and 9. That's fine. Above 10 and 250 and above 14 at 401 and above 21 at Albi. That looks good for the departure. And let's have a look at the arrival. And on the way in, we have LD1Q.
070 degrees. Now. Welcome.
Alright, and at 51, we need to be above 11. CBA is above 9. Edmere is above 6. Ilmog is above 5. Edno is 45, and then we're on our way in. If that all holds through from Edno, this is what they did in the real world. Edno, Sona, Rivers, we're on our way in, and then so that is looking pretty good. So let me give you load data sheet here. I need the same thing. Let's grab our fuel. Write this down. Hey Niles, how's it going? Just try and get a quick run in before family comes over for dinner. Let's see, fuel is 17.9. Our payload is 25.1. And our zero fuel weight is 120.1. Alright. Let's bring up that. Let me give you the electronic flight bag. And hope this is still going to work. It usually works on the front end. It's the back end where it gets a little mixed up. It doesn't want to work anymore, so which is fine. Alright, so the fuel I said we're going to have 17.9 this ride. Our payload is 25.1. Right, and we should have a zero fuel weight of 120.143, and we got a CG of 24.8. So our zero fuel weight is 120.1. Let's go back to the load data sheet now.
Maintain 18,000, 18,000, speak higher, and squawk 4627, runway 07.
Let's come back up here.
Okay, we are clear to Houston via the Sancho 3 uniform, on an 18,
Our final reserve is going to be 8.0.
Squawk 4627, United.
Our cost index this ride is 35.
And your current position, please?
And we're cruising at 35,000 today. Let's get our winds.
Alaska 283, steer to Liberia via runway 07, 903 Lima.
Here we have top of climb, 252 at 65.
0544 and frequency approaching.
We've got an OAT of 1. That's looking pretty good. Alright, we're not going to derate. There's no slope on this runway.
That's correct, Alaska 283.
United 1079er, clearance, KVB work.
United 1079er, good morning, clear to Newark, Kilo Echo Whiskey Romeo, departing runway 07, RNL departure, Nanjo 3, Romeo transition, upper Bravo 767, Puerto Cabezas, upper total 751, Telex, then as filed, climb to 18,000 feet, back 340, climb to 4625, and departure frequency, global approach 1015.
So we got 210 at 3.
United 1079er, read back is correct. Please confirm you are at parking spot 10 or...
And let's get that forecast in here now. We'll put in 20,000, 15,000, and 10,000. And since we're down here already, when we get in on the back end, it's going to be 1028. Let's take a look at the average ISA. 10:28 and
JetBlue
1.
1696, clear to Orlando. Runway 25, 904 Romeo departure. Over Bravo 767 as filed. Climb and maintain 18,000 feet until arrive. Choose 120.5.
20,000, 253 at 41.
4631.
Okay, we're cleared to Orlando, your runway 25, Nanjo 4
At 15,
Romeo.
we're looking at 250 at 25.
Filed 180, and then squawking 4631.
And
I
at
believe
10,
120.
248 at 11.
That is correct. JetBlue 1696, report ready to engine start and pushback.
We'll go. Buenas tardes, JetBlue 8094. We have information.
Alright.
Looking for attendance to Canada.
Let's request the wins instead of me putting them all in. I did most of the other work. But if you want, you can actually take a look along the route and you can get all your wing data and put that in if you'd like. But if I could do it automatically, I certainly will.
Upper Bravo 767, Papa Zulu Alpha, then as filed. Climb and maintain
And I think that's
18,000
everything
feet
that I
until
need,
divine.
yeah.
Squawk 4612, departure frequency 120.5.
And load that up.
Mr. Kennedy, via runway 25, via the Nanjo 4 departure, Romeo.
Okay, and there we go.
Upper Bravo 767, Papa
So,
Alpha.
let's have a quick look at that.
18,000 based on the further advice, 4612 is the flag, and 120.5.
And we're coming around and then in. That looks pretty good. And then there's the mist. So, that looks pretty good. Alright, and I said we had a CG of... Go check that just to be sure. CG was 24.8. Flaps 5 takeoff. Alright, that's already in. And a buck 44 on the engine out.
Uniform Alpha 502, MTA, then as filed, up to 18,000.
Alright, now you're not going to need the low data sheet anymore. You're not going to need the flight big anymore. Let me bring this up as well. And let me have charts. Alright, now.
Time to 18,000 feet for the advice, the internal file 4620 approach.
And we're using 17 right, 17 left, so give me
Nanjo 3 uniform.
10.3.
4620, 120.15 on the 660.
03, feedback correct.
177 is already in. That should be in. That is in.
1204.
1204 is supplied.
If I have a problem and I have to come back, if there's an issue with the mod, because I have failures as random, so if I have to come back, this is already set up. And we were told to squawk 2252. Alright. So that's done, that's done, that's done. And we are looking at ground at 122.6. Alright. Okay, 122.6 and tower's 118.1. And they told us departure is going to be 122.4. Alright, that all looks pretty good. So give me terrain, position, data, airport, station. I'm on the master. You can have the slave. You can have weather, station, airport, data, and position. Initial heading. Alright, that all looks pretty good. And the only bad thing is sometimes these frequencies don't match up with so I wonder if they gave me the right one. Ground is showing 122.2 and they're telling me to go to ground 122.6. Let's go to 122.2 and see what happens. I'm going to see if I can get a regular ATC background check traffic and see if they'll give me the okay to push and start. Alright, so that's all set. Alright, the clock is good. Nose wheel steering is good. That's all looking pretty good. Auto flight. That is looking pretty good. And let's see, primary flight display. Artificial horizon is level 45 on the speed tape. We got V1 132, 144, V2 we got 176 in the heading. Decision height is reduced 1019 on the pressure. 5,000 is the initial cleared. I've got terrain on the nav display, and we're going at 1019 on the standby. And that all looks good. N1 is set. Auto speed reference. Auto reset fuel flow. And let me bring you up here. And let me just check that here. Okay, I'll give you that. That is all set. We can go back to 6. That's not working either. Okay, let's just keep going. Let me have progress on you. That's all set. We are looking good here. Let's got that trim. I say the trim was. I don't think I put that in. That's not good. 475. Alright, we'll let that run amok. Alright. That's good. Alright, and I don't think you need the CDU anymore. We can get rid of that. And let's check our bottles. Clean board, cargo. And let's run that test.
Adjust vertical speed. Adjust. Climb. Climb now.
That test should be done.
Climb now. Climb. Crossing. Climb.
And let's check.
Crossing.
Stall warning.
Climb. Climb. Clear.
Okay, they work.
Descend. 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 Crossing.
Hey, Derek.
Descend. Crossing.
The entire deck was professionally built by Flightdeck Solutions. So it's a company that makes commercial stuff. So this was a pretty penny. You're looking at 6 figures if you want one of these by them. So it's at least 100 grand.
Maintain vertical speed. Crossing.
My flight deck just turned 9 years old over yesterday, actually.
Test. Pass.
All right, let's run that test. We'll run the long one.
Flight slow.
And let's get the APU up and running. And we're not going to be running the center tank.
Think rate. Terrain. Pull up.
Let's get these doors buttoned up. Get ready to get on out of here.
Too low. Terrain. Too low. Gear. Too low. Flaps. Too low. Terrain. Flight slow. Bank angle. Bank angle.
Yeah, look at that brake pressure already.
Minimum.
That brake pressure should take hours before it actually drops. I mean, unless you're playing with the brakes, which we're not.
400. 300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10. Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear. Too low. Terrain. Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead.
Still got a couple of doors open.
Pull up.
Our APU is up.
Obstacle. Obstacle.
Confirm with the AC selector. We are good. Let's make sure that we have ground services. Alright, ground power should be disconnected now. The chocks should be removed. Let me make sure we're not going to roll anywhere. I haven't lately, but I did have an issue with the brakes a little while ago, so let's remove those chocks now. We'll give it a minute and then we'll get on APU bleed. Then we can get on out of here. losing that here. Yeah. Wait, what? Yeah, we may punch that up a bit. We'll see. Alright, let's say that's been about a minute. ASU's disconnected. Alright, so we should be completely disconnected here. So let's have a quick peek here. Alright, ZO fuel weight set, N1's reduced max set, V speeds, VR, V2. Yeah, V1, that's all good. Stab trim is back to 475. Fuel pumps are up. APU is running. And, yeah, the doors are closed. External equipment has been disconnected and the chocks have been removed. We are good to get out of here. Let's call for push and get them hooked up, waiting on us.
Cockpit. Tower is driving up.
And I think I'm not going to need that menu anymore. We'll see. Oh, thanks, Derek. I appreciated that. You know, I started about 25 years ago. I knew that I wanted something like this, and I just don't have the ability to do soldering and cutting. I couldn't make a square box if I cut all the pieces at the same time, you know. So I started putting away a little money every paycheck without fail, and it took me years to get this. So didn't happen overnight, that's for sure. In the future,
okay.
Yeah.
All doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Right now I'm waiting on Device Interface Manager 2 that's in the works. It's in the alpha stage right now. I'm doing some testing for Mr. Odom, the creator of that program. And it will allow me to use both X-Plane and MS-2020 as using Device Interface Manager as the hardware software go-between. So I'll be able to switch between both base platforms fairly easy. And 2024 when it comes out as well. Yeah, if I want to fly something else, I have other options. I can hook up one of my computers that I have on the side, you know, with a Cessna or a helicopter. That's going to be my next setup. But that's probably not going to be filmed on YouTube because it's really not going to be nothing for you to see. It's going to be a helicopter setup with just the, you know, the chair with everything I need and VR glasses with 2024 maybe in the future, which should be pretty cool. Because 3D graphics all the way down to the ground with some ray tracing going on there, that's going to be pretty impressive. I don't know what kind of hit it's going to have on your hardware, but it's going to be interesting to see just how great it's going to be. All right, we're all hooked up. We're ready to go. So let's call for ground. I believe they said, yeah, I got 122.6. I'm surprised that we don't have regular ATC on here, though. All right, let's see. Santiago ground, LATAM 486 at gate 3. Ready for push and start with Kilo.
LATAM 486, Santiago ground, push and start approved. Expect runway 17 right. Contact ground on 122.6 when ready for taxi.
Yeah, I'm already on 122.6 and they tell us to go to 122.6, so. Push start approved, LATAM 486. All right, so let's get that clock going. And let's get this brake released. Let's get on out of here. I'm running out of time. I got family coming for dinner.
Starting pushback, and you may stand in.
All right, pack switches are off. Any collision items on. Duct pressure is good. We're starting number 2. Now I'm hoping that you have the right screens back here. The one in the middle was matching the one that was on your right on a few rides. I never even picked up on it. No one mentioned it either. I'm surprised. Now you can see the gates. I have them all the way around on the external visuals. When we get on the back end at the airport, they'll disappear on the sides. So we're waiting on networking fixes, hopefully to come in a not too distant future. Q3 is my understanding, so that's going to be pretty good. Yeah, I think for the helicopter, it's perfect, because once you're all set up, ready for takeoff, all your hands are busy on your controls. You're not going to be reaching for stuff. So that's perfect if I'm not going to have a flight deck like this. Let's close that. Auto. Pressure's good. We're starting number 1. Let's see what they give us for taxi instructions. That's Traffic Global, Just Flight. Great program. Wouldn't fly without it. It adds so much life to the airports. Only thing that I notice is when they land, they kind of slow down too abruptly, and then they kind of roll out. And don't need you.
Operation complete. Set parking brake. Select intro. Stand by.
Looks like it's pretty hazy out here today. I don't know how much of a view we're going to have. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Stereo disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Alrighty. There goes a toe. I must be slouching today. TA auto. Let me give you. Now you should have the controls there. Looks like I have that working again. Alright. Santiago ground, LATAM 486 at gate Delta 3, ready taxi 17 right. Yeah, Derek, I agree. Hey, Mr. Odom, there he is, the man himself. How's it going? Say hi to Mr. Odom there, everybody. That's the gentleman working on Device Interface Manager. That's going to allow this flight deck to swing between 2020 and X-Plane 12. I don't think they got my transmission. Santiago ground, LATAM 486 at gate Delta 3, ready to taxi 17 right. Maybe they're working on the server.
LATAM 486, taxi to runway 17 right via Kilo Delta Tango Zulu Victor. Contact tower on 118.1 when ready for departure.
And what they give us here? I'll clear the taxi to 17 right via Kilo Delta Tango Zulu Victor. Contact tower when ready for departure on 118.1 for LATAM 486. See now, Kilo here, run straight down, and we've got 17 right. They gave us Kilo Delta. That's not going to work. Well, they want us on Zulu and Victor, so we'll take hotel on the way over. Interesting. All right, we're pretty much good to go here. Let's get out of here. I'm running out of time. What time is it? 4:39? Here's going to be close.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard LATAM Flight 486.
Thought I lowered that.
Santiago to Cordoba. My name is
Maybe I
Erica,
didn't lower
and
it
I'm your
enough.
lead flight attendant today. Joining me in the cabin are Brian, Melanie, and Abby. We have now closed the main cabin door and have begun our pushback. For your safety, please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened. At this time, we ask that you turn off all electronic devices or switch them to airplane mode. Our flight today will take us to Ingeniero Ambrosio Taravella Airport in Cordoba. The estimated flight time is approximately 1 hour and 20 minutes. The weather in Cordoba is clear with a temperature of 0 degrees Celsius.
Oh, look at these guys coming my way.
Upon arrival.
And
as you prepare for takeoff, please pay close attention to
they
your
gave me
safety
Kilo.
demonstration that will be starting shortly. It's important to
Let's
fulfill
back
your
up. We'll take Alpha.
We appreciate your cooperation and wish you a pleasant flight. Thank you for choosing LATAM Airlines.
Won't try this at home unless you have one of these. Let's go before he decides to cut us off. So they definitely need some work on the taxi stuff, that's for sure. Could have just went right through them though. Sky, I don't think I've ever heard of that airline. Alright, we'll take this down to a hotel and then we'll swing a left. I think I gotta work on some of those sounds in FS Realistic. Some of that outside stuff's a bit too loud from the other aircraft. May have to lower that down a bit. Yeah, still a ways to go, I'm sure. You're the guy that would know. But she's definitely made a lot of strides in a short period of time. At least since I've been on board helping you out. And I think the only thing that's keeping me from doing a real flight is what? MCP, the 2 EFAs, and the 2 screens over the network. That's it. So that may be a lot of programming on your end. It doesn't seem like a lot here, though. Component-wise, but I'm sure it is. Alright, but we'll take this across here. And since this frequency is dead, maybe that frequency is up for XATC chatter.
Tower, 118.
Oh, there you go.
Alpha to the holding point, hold short runway 7.
Not bad.
Central after 283.
Ooh.
Delta 1810, line up on the 3 right.
Line up runway 30 right, Delta 1810.
At Tower FedEx 56, do you want to start right to Boca after Simon?
That's going to be one amazing program.
So, second, your request, FedEx 56.
Yes, sir, we were cleared.
I'm just lucky enough to get in on the ground floor, I guess you could say.
Thanks for the clearance of the ATC.
Still have to work on my tiller a little bit. She's pulling
Okay.
a little bit to the left. I forgot to do it. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be much to see on the way out, man. Look at that haze.
7902. 7901. Parto 7901. They hold short runway 07.
And then they gave us Zulu Victor. So from here down, we're pretty good. But
1273.
I don't know how they got David coming across there, or Delta.
Line up and wait. Runway 7. 1273. Line and wait. 07 Southwest.
These two are making out.
Sorry about the delay. Do you have your company 737?
Whisper sweet nothings in the ear.
Roger that. Behind the landing traffic.
At least they're not hitting.
Behind the landing
They're pretty close, though. Oh, what are we taking down here? Oh, we're taking the next one. We got
wind 080 degrees.
Zulu.
5.35, runway 07, clear for takeoff.
Runway 07, clear for takeoff. United 1269.
Yeah, I got to remember to fix this tiller. I'm going to have to write that on a piece of paper. Keep forgetting.
Runway 05 right, wind calm, go clear for takeoff. Contact departures 120.5 airborne.
Easy there, buddy. We need to just fly for Southwest.
And step 283, tower.
I have noticed X-Plane 12 to be a bit smoother, though,
Buenos dias, ready, sir?
since the release candidates have started coming out.
Tower for 3 wing 115. We did take a bird strike on the net.
Now, if they can just get the networking set up, so this way we'll have the nice color mix. Because you can see there's a mismatch. But if you look in the corner of this screen, oh, you really can't see the full corner there. Those two match, and then the outsides match. And I think it has to do with which direction the sun's coming from, and then networking. I have not been able to get it to work to where it matches, so I think I'm at their mercy right now. Oh, you can see how much he pulls. I let go of that tiller. I definitely got to do some calibration stuff later. After the family goes, easy there, Louis.
223 right, call you back in 1 moment, Thailand 1426.
Also 23 right, KLM 142.
Perfect, 56, good night, sir. 282 degrees, 6.
And what do we have? Today's ride is what? 451 miles. I think I did the ride down here in about an hour and 20. So, should get me in just about 6. Yeah, I think somebody's going to be here from the family by then. But they can either jump in the right seat or wait for me in the house.
Thank you. Clear for takeoff.
JetBlue 16 call departure 120 decimal 5.
120 decimal 5, JetBlue 1696, take over.
Thank you, sir.
Southwest 1203, line up and wait. Runway 07.
Happy with
Delta Pacific Current via Alpha to
Alright, that's here, ran out. Let's go for 185.6, going to departure.
Bit of a taxi? That's 15 minutes.
Delta Pacific Current via Alpha to
Alright, that's the caravan Alpha.
And I definitely hoofed it a little bit on the straightaways.
Alaska 283, line up and wait, runway 07. Line up and wait, 7. Good, wait.
United 1503, contact departure, set.
Switching to United 1503, bye-bye.
American 505, line up and wait, runway 23 right, full lane approved, backtrack approved.
Okay, understand, line up and wait, 23 right, full backtrack, American 505. 2 minutes.
And I have you wrong with 23 left, line up and wait.
Left and wait, 23 left, that's 1 kilometer heavy.
Descansa 519 or contact control 1.
A little bit of a flicker there.
Have a nice flight. Bye-bye.
Lufthansa 519, radar 124.1. Thank you, bye-bye.
See you, bye-bye.
Lufthansa 519, departure
Let's bring up that chart.
Lufthansa 519,
7 Charlie, yes.
Now the Charlie Cook Tower, buenos dias, wind 060 degrees, to 109, connection to 908, continue to the VOR, climb to 7,000 feet, report passing 5,500.
I'm Hotel Charlie, climb to 7,000 feet, report passing 5,500.
Affirm, and fly to the Tango India Oscar.
Direct Tango India Oscar, I'm Hotel Charlie.
Santiago Tower, LATAM 486, holding short runway 17 right, ready for takeoff.
LATAM 486, Santiago Tower, winds 180 at 5, runway 17 right, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, LATAM 486. We're rolling. All right, that's good, that's good, that's good. Let them know you are good. Up, up, and give me TARA. Tender notification is complete. Exterior lights are good. Engine start select is a continuous auto throttle. Yep. And parking brake release 40%. We're history. We are good.
17 right.
So those Charlie can departures 10.5.
Departure 10.5, I'm Hotel Charlie.
American 1204, Catholic departures 120.5, nice flight.
Good day, 120.
40%.
On runway 17 right.
So the Charlie Catholic departures 120.5.
Stable. Toga.
Departure 120.5, I'm Hotel Charlie.
They're all set. Airspeed's active. 80 knots. Check. Throttle hold. Stable 380.
E1, rotate. Positive rate.
Gear up. All right, Zibo, let's try it again. I've got the latest and greatest from Zibo that I just put in. It was just released. So we're going to see just how well the auto flight system works.
LATAM 486, contact departure on 122.4.
Going to departure 122.4, LATAM 486. G'day. Flaps 1. Departure LATAM 486 with you, climbing through 3500, inbound Vagos. Yeah, a bit hazy out there.
LATAM 486, Santiago Int'l, Santiago QNH 1019, wind 180 at 5, continue climb to 5,000.
1,000 to go.
Can you continue climb to 5,000 LATAM 486?
LATAM 486, time is 1109 AM. Continue climb to 5,000 feet. LATAM 486, radar contact, QNH 1018.
QNH 1018, LATAM 486. See if we're going to get higher here. Get some air in here. Surprised they're not moving us up yet. LATAM 486, request higher, 10,000 feet.
LATAM 486, climb and maintain 10,000 feet.
Up to 10,000 feet, LATAM 486. See, my altitude intervention button doesn't work, so I have to do this to get it going. I have to take this apart and get that button fixed.
LATAM 486, climb and maintain flight level 230.
Up to 230, LATAM 486. Would be nice if there was some other traffic on here. That's a pretty nice view. Keep my head out of the way. You should have a pretty good view on this turnout. I'll get that done now. I'm climbing up pretty good. That should be a pretty cool view.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your lead flight attendant, Erica speaking. We have now reached an altitude of 10,520 feet. The use of approved portable electronic devices is now permitted. For your continued safety,
Yeah, I think I have to lower that a little bit more.
Even if the captain turns off
What
the
a great view.
Thank you for flying with us on LATAM Flight 486. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of your flight.
That's what I plan on doing.
LATAM 486, climb and maintain flight level 290.
Up to flight level 290, LATAM 486. Nice departure from Zibo Mod. And with everything going on, the clouds, the haze, the mountains, still rather smooth. A couple of stutters here and there, but that was pretty much it. Not bad. Alright. That was a pretty cool view. Alright, so we need to be above 14 at 401, which we are already, so that constraint's met. And above 21 at Abal, which we should be well above that by the time we get done with this sit. All in all, rather nice ride. Part of the clouds look great, part of the clouds look a little weird, a little too soft. I think I've been spoiled by 2020 a little bit because I've never seen clouds so amazing in the simulator before. So pretty smooth, so we'll let them run around. Oh, we got a tailwind today, man. I usually fight a headwind when I'm flying. 22 knot tailwind, 23, yeah. Push us along, baby. What I say we're cruising at, we may bump that up a bit. You know what? I'm running a bit late. I think we're gonna bump that up a bit. We'll see.
LATAM 486, climb and maintain flight level 350.
Up to 350, LATAM 486. Alright, at 401 we should have 15.8 on the fuel. We're at 15.8. Looking pretty good. And that should be about 14. And we are climbing up beautifully. What a great view. See, that looks pretty good. That little bit of a rock going on. It's not steady. It's not like a regular motion going over and over again. It actually looks like you're getting hit with a little bit of wind here and there. That actually looks pretty good. We're looking at just over 400 miles now to go. 403, 58 to top of climb. And we're due in at 1611. It's 1518 right now. Oh, Escobar's trying to get out of the country again, man. He's on my flight. Got to have the authorities waiting for him on the back end. See if we get a little turbulence passing through these clouds, which we should. So as you can see, this bottom section right here is not to scale. So we're actually going to disappear off that moving map display before we get to Abal. But we're just 22 odd miles out. It's not off by much. See, it looks a little too soft to me. It looks like it's missing definition. It just looks like it's just flat. Oh yeah. Get them back in their seats there. Yeah, we're getting whipped a little bit. Nice. Well, it looks like we're going to pass right through this. That should be in range. And Amal, we should have 14.9. We're 15.3, so we're looking pretty good on the fuel. We don't need that anymore. Don't need you anymore. Don't want to back up that much, Johnny. And we get picked up at a ball. Nice if we got to change a frequency, something that picked up XATC, because I tried this the other day and it didn't work. Oh, that didn't work yesterday. It's working today though.
Okay. Heading 30 ready for the minus.
Better contact clean ILS runway left approach.
ILS Zulu 23 left approach for clear United 1566.
Oh no, pretty smooth climber.
Are you able to reduce the speed to 10 now?
Speed up, 243.
Speed 243 and reduce to 10.
210. Speed up 243 and I'll go 1 brother.
Oh, it's the 243 radar contact, maintain 1 foot up.
Yeah, now it seems to be working.
1566 reduce to 160.
Speed United 1566.
Another great view.
The 243 right turn direct to Cesta, 6 to 10 PS start 10,000.
I was looking at the new mountains that they're coming out in 2024. They really look spectacular. Looking forward to that.
By 1 contact number 124.
My longest flight was probably a while ago. I don't sit in the flight deck that long anymore. My back bothers me, or my restless leg syndrome, or my breathing. So it's usually something. But it was a few hours, 3, 4, 5 hours. I probably have done some runs from New York to LA, 6-hour runs, or from LA to Hawaii. But that was some time ago. The videos may be online. If you go back and look at some of the older videos, maybe in P3D or FSX or maybe even X-Plane 11. But that was a while ago. Now I try to keep them hour and a half. Only because there really is nothing much to do when you're at cruise other than to monitor the system, so it gets quite boring. To do that for 5-6 hours I think is a bit much. Hour, and ideally a half hour up, half hour cruise, half hour down. For me is nice.
United 1547, radar 778, contact tower 118.
LATAM 486, contact Mendoza Center on 122.1.
I'm Mendoza Center on 122.1, LATAM 486. Mendoza Center, LATAM 486 with you, climbing through 31,500, inbound, Cito. I'm afraid to pause that audio because I might not get it back again from XATC chatter. Yeah, there's no way I could sit in here for 11 hours. And to have the flight deck run by itself really is a complete waste if I'm not sitting in here enjoying it. I'm burning up a lot of electricity, and I wouldn't even be sitting in here. So even now I'll get up every now and then and walk back and forth to stretch my legs or grab a drink. But I'll stay close and I'll keep an eye on stuff. So,
expect radar vectors to intercept localized for 23 left, maintain 14,000.
what are we looking at here? We're just about at cruise. We've got 354 miles to go. 15 miles now, top of climb. Climbing up beautifully. And the temperature is looking good. And oil temperature, pressure, quantity, vibration, that's all looking good. N1 EGD. Another one right out of the ballpark from the Zibo mod. And I'm using this latest update from yesterday. So far this has been great from cold and dark to where we are now. No complaints.
Radar system terminated. Traffic power on 118.55.
No, that I don't use. A pilot's life too, no. Matter of fact, I don't even think I've ever heard of it. Is it a logbook type thing, or is it like a career type thing where you build yourself up, working your way up through various aircraft and ranks along the way?
Left turn 320 Delta 5.
Red Delta 585, expect me joining Cessna.
Joining Cessna Delta 585.
You can still see the ground down there, but there's a lot of haze. A few clouds here and there, and the clouds actually match today so far. Every now and then over the network I get a mismatch with the clouds, but they look like they're matching pretty well today throughout the network. Other than the coloring, you can see it's off a little bit. Can't do anything about that though. Yesterday, the 7th, I believe there was an update. That should be in range now.
United 10987, good morning, radar contact on the super flight 2, flight level 32.
I don't know if I can check on here and see. Usually it locks up, but it's on the back end. I wonder if it'll let me look. No, doesn't want to pop up. For some reason, the electronic flight bag, once I get in the air, is useless on my tablet here on the bottom. And if I try to bring it up over here, then I lose you guys. So that I can't go check. It's the latest version from yesterday. I just don't remember the version number. It might be 2.3 or 3.3. I don't remember.
Sierra Uniform Tango Alpha Sierra and expect the ILS Zulu runway 05 right.
Okay, we'll do that. Ethiopia 35.
Yeah, career program. If that program started 9 years ago, actually, if it started, oh my lord, if it started back in 1985, when I first started, I think I would be like a super grand, high, exalted, mystic ruler by now with that program. Lord, I have no idea how many hours I have. I don't keep track of them in here, but there are thousands and thousands of hours, no doubt about it. All right, at Zibo, we should have 14.2 on the fuel. We're at 14.2 right now. So the fuel's looking pretty good. We should have 11.8 when we get in, unless I can't put it down. So we're looking pretty good. And what do we have here? We've got 215 miles at top of descent and 325 miles to go. What are we cruising at here? Do I want to kick that up a bit? Yeah, you know what? It's getting late. Let's kick it up a bit if we can here.
Fabulous, 112 control to Newton radar contact via Barra 3 Lima, arrival finish to 9995. Expect island to approach on 07.
Okay, it's going to be the Barra 3 approach and island 7, Southwest 112.
Oh, it's time for dinner for him? Yeah, he hasn't been flying lately. And he's been doing a lot of sneezing, so I think maybe tomorrow we'll call a vet. Get him looked at. Hour and a half, hour 45 minutes, I'd say, probably, max. I mean, unless I'm having a really good day, and I get in here early enough, maybe a 2-hour ride, you know, once in a blue moon. But hour and a half.
Go ahead.
All right, so we are inbound Copsy now. Let's see, when do we get on that chart here? Let's see. And what do we have? LD1Q. Aldex. Oh, we still got a couple hundred miles before we get on that chart.
Lincoln 1353, contact tower, 118.6 today. November 313 Charlie Golf, contact approach 120.5 at the runway. 120.5.
November 313 Golf, Charlie Golf, after left heading at 160.
Left heading 160, 313 Charlie Golf.
Rather nice view. I don't think the weather's changed much at all. Nothing but hazy out. That should be coming into range now, and that should be 5-3. What are we looking at, Copsy? 12. That looks good, that looks good, and that looks good.
Southwest 1203, contact Pan American Control 140.126.
Alright, you know what, our next waypoint, I did this yesterday, get up, stretch my legs, and grab a drink, and as soon as I got out of the flight deck, Santa got on, grabbed me. I know they're going to grab me again. That's another reason why I like the 737NG, Derek. If I go on FlightAware, which is where I get all my real-world flights from, and then mimic them, I could find a ton of flights at an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours for the 737NG, without being limited anywhere all throughout the world. If I want to run the 777 or an A380, you don't find that many flights in the real world that are an hour, hour and a half, so... Anyway, I'm going to grab a drink. I got to stretch my legs. Back's bothering me a little bit. It's restless leg, it kicks in too, so I'll be back in just a couple of minutes. I'm right behind the camera. I don't go far, but I'm right here. And I'll be back in just a bit.
Descendant number 2000, 1,500 flying, 10,000 direct to come.
Cordoba Argentina, good afternoon, I'm Jet 902 Heavy, 11,200 climbing, 18,000, select.
We're going to start with an Jet 902 Heavy, picking up radar contact. Direct select, climb to unrestricted level 340. If you need any deviation, just let me know, I don't have an observation.
We'll do a direct select, climb to level 350, 340, correction, maybe Jet 902.
That's correct.
Go 16906, contact control 11946, bye-bye.
19.6, JetBlue 169. 696, request a right deviation for weather.
JetBlue 16906, traffic, can you fly heading 340?
Affirmative, 340, JetBlue 169.
JetBlue 16906, roger, fly heading 340.
Heading 340, JetBlue 169. United 1741 over Cologne.
Say again, United 1741?
United 1741 over Cologne.
United 1741, contact tower 118.6, bye-bye.
186, have a good day now, 121. American 2417, after Cessna, descend via the start to 10,000, clear for the ILS, Zulu runway to be left approach.
Alright, after Cessna, descend via the star, and clear for the ILS, Zulu 23 left, American 2417. American 2417, number 200, construction to 4,000.
American 2417, radar contact, flight direct to Cessna, and descend to cross Cessna at 12,000. Speed at your discretion, not less than 230 indicated.
And speed not less than 230 knots for American 2417, direct to Cessna, and from Cessna 12,000.
That is correct. American 773, maintain present speed and descend to cross Cessna 12,000.
Present speed and descend to cross 1,000 feet, American 773.
How are we making out here?
Air Canada 995, radar service terminated from the tower, 118.500. Medjet 773, flight direct to Cessna and descend via the start to 12,000.
Proceed direct to Cessna and cross Cessna at 1,000, American 773 heavy.
What did I say? We get on that at Copsy?
5 o'clock.
Center,
Aldex.
114 Bravo Delta, 6,300 for 10,000, LATAM.
At 160 miles, we'll be on that shot. The arrival. Into Cordoba, Argentina.
Please flight approaching
Ayer Emirates 9935, descend via the start to 10,000 and prepare for the RMT runway to be right approach.
Hotel start 1,000 and please for the RMT runway 23 right approach Emirates 2995.
Only for 1798, contact to control 133.1. Adios. The cargo 8221, contact to control 133.1. Good day.
Resort Today, Los Santos 498, that's 1,000 feet.
Lufthansa 498, Zibo contact.
You know what? Let's have a look. I know all this is done already, but we'll do it again anyway, just to be sure. Aldex.
Alpha 179, radar contact, Sandia, the Arturo 2 Alpha, supply level 296. American 547, after Cessna, descend via the start to
Aldex.
and get there for the ILS.
Tilby 51 above 11. CPA above 9. Above 6, it'd be Ilmog 545 at Ednol. That's all looking pretty good.
United North Africa, flight direct to Cessna and descend to Cessna at 12,000.
Fly direct to Cessna and cross Cessna at 1.
Sonar.
1540.
Leave a simmer on our way in.
Just 1604 forward yet at 5.4 climbing 1.
That, I think, is looking pretty good.
Bear 243, contact approach 119.75.
Well, when that's the flag, proceed for 3 of you.
Bear 243, 210 indicated.
That is on, we are 210 knots.
Roger. Turn right direct to Santa, so we have time to 10,000 feet.
Yeah, that's fine to 10. 210, 5 across,
American 38, hurry up to 1,000, this is 14,000 feet, speed to Demo Ticket.
110 down to 14,000, United.
American 2417, radar service terminated, from the tower, 118 knots.
55, American 2417. Bird 8 to 9, continue to set to 8,000 feet, finish to 983. Just confirm if you're in the Denim 1 Alpha arrival.
Affirmative, Denim 1 Alpha arrival,
Yeah.
just as 18,000,
Pure Flight 109, contact center 126.45.
Quick peek here.
Southwest, 112, Delta Tower, 118, decimal, ability, 118,
Delta 1974, 128, control radar con, and via Barra 3, QNH 2996, expect ILSD into approach.
A pilot's life too. Yeah, I'm gonna go take a look at that and see what that's all about. That should be pretty much in range now. And 4.
118 this month. Mendoza Center, expecting RNAV runway 1 approach into Cordoba via the Aldi 1 and Quebec arrival. I'll have your descent.
That's what they use it in the real world, so pretty good.
Minutes or so.
LATAM 46, expect the RNAV 1 approach into Cordoba via the Aldi 1Q arrival.
CS Departure United 1097 is through 6,500 for flight level 180 on the Manjo 3 uniform.
United 1097, good morning, Astro 3 uniform, climb to 18,000 feet, QNH 2997.
Climb to 18,029.97 United.
All right, under 100 miles now, top of descent. We've got 205 miles to go.
907 is climbing through 11,500 for flight level 180.
And we'll be in less than just about a half hour.
Okay, climb unrestricted to flight level 300, pre-netted 1097. Control, good morning.
And we got nice 69 knot tailwind pushing us today. Not bad. Not bad. I usually fight a headwind all the time.
To 18,000 Alaska.
Westchester 599, good afternoon, climb unrestricted to flight level 340.
Climb unrestricted, flight level 340, Westchester 599.
JetBlue 38. JetBlue 38 with you, 14-6, climbing flight level 180. JetBlue 38, flying to flight level 340, unable flight direct to Bravo Tango Oscar. And climb to 340.
Yeah, I prefer a yoke myself, Derek. Not a, a side stick.
24-1, JetBlue 30, JetBlue 38, thank you.
But when I was flying a long time ago in the real world, I always had a yoke and rudder pedals. We didn't have no side stick. So I'm used to that. So that's probably in part why.
And Delta 573, contact 1975.
1975, Delta 573, good day.
Bye. 6-4 Raggedy 190.
Flight 190, back to 540.
We're looking pretty good.
Very good. 546, contact 121, decimal 2.
And Cop C, we're looking at 12-2. 11.5 when we get in. Top of descent now, 75 miles and 185 to go. And we are closing the gap. And this has basically been an auto flight test from 400 feet for the Zibo mod for his latest release from yesterday. And it's been fine. All right, Mr. Odom, have a good night, my friend. When I get done with this flight, if I have time, I'll take a quick look at Discord, see if there's anything on there. But family's going to be here real soon.
Oh, Delta 37, Zibo and Papa 35.
Delta 387, good afternoon, radar contact number 1 Papa 10,000, expect ILS 80 to the runway.
Delta 387, right.
Nice, 3 flights in one day. Lucky you. I wish I get 3 flights in every day, but I'm lucky I get 1 in. Well, have a good ride, man, and thanks for joining today. Always enjoy the company and the conversation along the way. You know, it helps kill that time when you're at cruise. That should be in range. And you know what? I've had them the whole way. Not good.
Monday left to 283, 5,600 climbing 180.
And no, yeah, that constraint is in there. Look like an erroneous message from the FMC.
Contact 100.6, that's the level. 19.6, that's the level, put it in. Oscar 283 is potential 10,000 feet. For Delta 1972, passing 4,600 for 18,000. Delta 1972, Buenos Aires, radar contact, climb restricted to 18,000 feet at 49 to departure. Delta 1972, unrestricted 18,000 via the non-jet. 1972, traffic 2 o'clock, 30 miles, southbound, the Barra 3, top 21,400, 4757.
Yeah, they had a ground speed today of 559. We're at 520. So we're running a little slower than they did in the real world.
3900, cross 11 o'clock, 20 miles, northbound, 10,900, landing, Boeing 757. 1972 traffic, 486, contact Cordoba Center on 125.1.
I'll go into Cordoba Center on 125.1, LATAM 486, good day. And 25.1 is already there. Cordoba Center, LATAM 486 with you at 35,000 inbound, Copsy.
LATAM 486, Cordoba Center, good afternoon.
1972, clear direct pilot, Tango Alpha, Lima Alpha Golf.
So at Copsy, let's see, we should have 12.2 on the fuel, I said. We're 12.3 right now, so we're looking pretty good. 11.4 we get in.
We're estimating clear now, just give us a second here, it's not coming up yet. That's at 10:37 Phyllis.
Good morning, clear length
145 to go.
10,000.
And we should be on that arrival chart in about 50 miles. Oh, that's not to scale, so not until we're inbound Tilby. We'll get on that in the lower left-hand side there. So I'll bring that up in a little bit.
Good morning, Buenos Dias on 1, November 3550, Mike out of 7.6 for 10, 10,000.
3550, Mike 77, climb, maintain level 400.
Nice view.
Level 400, 550.
Tier 50, squad 4522. Level 1401, center radar contact.
1528, good morning, flight maintain level 340, 65 Mach 100 feet. Number 601, Charlie Foxtrot, center, good morning, maintain VFR, ranking out, center 3009. American 1091, contact center 126.45, good morning. Number 517, Romeo Bravo, radar service terminated, contact center 126.45, good morning. If no joy over party, you can try again a little bit closer to the area of Brantford.
What do we have? 20 miles top of descent. Let's get them back in their seats.
Number 828, Kilo Delta, flight maintain 490. 355 here, Mike, contact center 126.
And we're good down to 11.
Degree 407, center, good morning, climb maintain 1000, reaching 1000, consider expanding.
Maintain 1 center, frontier flight 109, 6.4, climbing 0,000.
125 miles ago.
Center, good morning, Falcon 114, Bravo Delta 63.
Got a couple of right turns coming up on once we pass over the airport, so should have a nice view out that window.
Okay, climb maintain 4004, Bravo Delta.
And I hope I get done before family gets here. It's getting close. 25 to 6. And that's just over an hour from the gate. Hour and 3 minutes. 45 minutes from the runway. We've got 119 to go. Should be in about 20 odd minutes.
Tier flight 109, contact center 126.45.
Mountain Ridge looks pretty cool down there.
Tier 839, cross Aqaba, kind of above the 3000, cleared RNAV, GPS, runway to approach, Cockpit.
78257, radar contact 11 miles of Acimo. Then Acimo 5 Delta 7050 unit 1023. 78257, cancel speed restrictions, maintain high speed on descent, 290 knots or
Here comes the speed. And we're on our way down. So that's an hour and 4 minutes from the gate. 46 minutes from the runway.
1,000 feet and start reducing speed 250 knots. Okay, fire the Acimo 5000, descent 5,000 feet, reduce speed to 50 knots, average 2567.
Make low 1, Sierra, Santiago Int'l for
LATAM 486, Cordoba Center. Descend via Alta 1, Quebec for the RNAV runway 1 approach into Cordoba, QNH 1025.
Descend via the Aldi 1Q for the RNAV 1 approach. And the QNH is 1025 for LATAM 486. We say that was 1025. All right, Aldix, we should have 11.9. We're at 11.9 on the fuel right now. Looking pretty good. All right, let's get that up now. And I said 1Q.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your lead flight attendant, Erica speaking. We have now begun our initial descent into Ingeniero Ambrosio Terabello.
Gonna pop on that lower left-hand side.
Please ensure that your seatbelts are securely fastened and your seat backs.
All right, that's good, that's good, that's good, that's set. That is set, that's set. Let's get you set.
To collect any remaining trash or discarded items. If you have any service items, please pass them to the flight attendants as they come through the aisle. Thank you for your cooperation, and we hope you enjoyed your flight with LATAM Airlines Flight 486.
And no, you don't need that there anymore.
American 68, contact north 128.1.
All right, we're under 100 miles to go now. 88. And we should pop on that chart soon.
Alright, 78 or Morning, it's Yukon 2223 at a 6,000 climbing 10, 10,000.
1 Center, American 1091, 5,000 climbing 10, 10,000, direction Tony. Center, UPS 340, vacating 370.
They did this right, what? Hour and 7. Alright, so we'll see. We're close. I'm at 49 right now. It's going to be close. Hey, Jackson, how's it going? You just caught me. We're on our way down into, where we're heading into? Cordoba? Yeah. We're heading into Argentina. I've been doing a whole bunch of work to MS 2020. Checking it out, getting it all looking nice, and I'm getting it closer to getting it up and running with the flight deck. Still has a ways to go. I have the MCP and the 2 EFIS panels and the CDUs, but it's getting there. I'm really looking forward to 2024, Jackson, I can tell you that. With the 3D graphics, I mean all the way down to the ground, that looks to be interesting. Hey, D Quartz, how's it going? Thanks, I appreciate that. You just caught us. We're on our way into Cordoba, Argentina. We left Santiago, Chile. Let's see, we left the gate an hour and 9 minutes ago, and we left the runway 50 minutes ago. And we've got 72 miles to go. We're going to swing over the airport, swing around, loop, come on in on runway 1. So there should be a couple of good views out that right window on the way in. So we need to be above 11 at 51 and above 9 at Cordoba. And 96. I have family coming for dinner. I'm surprised nobody's been in here yet. I'm cutting this real close, this ride.
11975 today, American 1303.
Control, Delta 1972, passing 11.5 for 180. Delta 1972, control time with restricted flight level 320. Delta 1972, unrestricted 320.
Fuel 11.9, 11.9, right on the money. We're coming down beautifully. Temperature is fine. That is a great view. We got a couple more of those coming up on the way in.
Alaska 283, runway via radar contact 23001, channel restricted to 18000.
Under 6187, Alaska 283.
I'll tell you, well, I run the 737, so I'm really just in the Zibo mod all the time, and that just runs beautifully with X-Plane. All right, 51, we should have 11.8, we're 11.9, we should have 11.4 when we get in, unless I can't put it down, so the fuel is not going to be an issue. We are under 60 miles to go now, and this has been a great ride. From cold and dark to through descent. And I'll be shutting her down completely. We'll be securing on the back end. So this will be a complete run. So far so good. Alright, let's have a look here, shall we? Bleed air panel is set to auto pressurization panel. The landing altitude is in. Passenger signs are on. Flight instruments and radios are set. Altimeter is set for local QNH. And recall. And we got a clean board. And landing data. VREF minimums I got to put in. Let's see, what are we doing here? We'll be coming in at $142.
American 2233 radar contact. Fly direct Michael 3701 and descend via Renaga 1 Alpha to fly level 240.
So I've got 14 minutes to get on the ground to match their time of 1 hour and 7. Oh, I got 13. Yeah, 13 minutes. 13 minutes to match their time. We still got to swing around.
2233 turn left direct Michael 360 to descend via star to...
They were actually a minute early when I checked the flight aware on the actual ride that they did with this run. So.
1085, reduce to 200 knots, contact final approach 119.75.
1975 or 200 knots off the 5.
Yeah, I've seen some improvements with the sim has definitely become smoother over the last couple of revisions that have come out, no doubt about it. But there's a huge difference now between X-Plane and MS 2020. I mean, the demand from X-Plane is just huge compared to 2020. I mean, I run one monitor, one screen on a state-of-the-art system, and I still get flickers in X-Plane. I'm running 7 monitors in MS 2020, 3 of them at 4K, and the other 4 at 1366, and it's still smooth. So it's pretty amazing. That's a testament to the coding that they did over in the Zibo and what we're getting. 2024 with 3D all the way down to the ground and getting some ray tracing going on. Woohoo, man. Looking forward to November. Oh, there's a jump there. Speaking about flickers.
T20 descending 200.
Static 1566, mirror contact via Naga 1 Bravo, 14,000, reduce to 30 knots, indicated 230.
All right, 40 miles to go now. Well, we're going to loop around, so. All in all, pretty great run from the mod. And other than the haze, the weather's been pretty good the whole run.
2227, climb maintain for level 380.
Maintain level 380, American 22.
Get in at 6 o'clock, man. That's definitely cutting it close. I'm surprised nobody's in here yet.
14,000 heading 090.
Hello, American 257, radar contact, maintain 4,000 and speed 200 knots.
Maintain 14,000.
All right, so we need to be above 9 at Cordoba. We're at 10.2 right now.
156.
So we're looking pretty good.
Traffic
LATAM 486, contact Cordoba approach on 118.3.
Our contact Cordoba approach 118.3, LATAM 486. Our LATAM approach, Cordoba approach, LATAM 486 with you, 10,000 inbound Edmund. That's 10. Let's see if it picks up that mistake. The door just opened and closed. I wonder. 99. I wonder. And we can continue on down. And 6 was next, yes. Should have some nice views out that window now. What's up there, Shadow Man? Yeah, I guess he doesn't want to go to Argentina. He went right back in his bed.
For traffic sequence, keep present, expect another vector to Mike X-ray 602.
Okay, maintain this heading to security reason for the moment.
1566, better contact, clear ILS, runway, left approach.
I was Zulu 23 left approach for clear, United 1566.
Or 3, are you able to reduce the speed to 10 knots?
You can do that, speed at 243.
Speed to 43 and reduce to 10 knots.
210, speed at 243.
Oh, what a great view.
Speed at 243 and I'll go 1 Bravo.
Beautiful view.
Okay, 1 speed at 243.
Alright, so we're above 6 at Edmure. And we can keep on heading on down.
Speed United 1566.
Flight 243, right turn direct to Cesta, 6 descent via start 10,000.
And this basically has been all the auto flight system from 400 feet on the front end. Great run.
Contact approach on 100.4.
Again to 417 and right turn, flight back to Cesta.
Amazing views. That's an hour from the runway right now. Hour 18 minutes from the gate. So I've got 7 minutes to get on the ground to match their time. Alright, 45. After that, we're good down to 36.
Cordoba approach. Good afternoon. QNH 1028. LATAM 486. Cordoba approach. Proceed direct to Sona. Descend and maintain flight level 035 until established. Cleared for the RNAV runway 1 approach.
Nice.
Below 180 knots until established.
LATAM 486. Proceed direct to Sonia. Descend and maintain flight level 35 until established. Cleared for the RNAV runway 1 approach. Speed 180 knots until established.
United 1547, radar system designated something tower.
Alright, let's bring up the other chart now, shall we?
We have now descended below 10,000 feet and are preparing for our arrival into Cordoba. At this time, please turn off all portable electronic devices and stow them until we have arrived at the gate. Ensure that your seat backs are in their full upright position. Your tray tables are stowed and your seatbelts are fastened. If you have any remaining service items or unwanted reading materials, please pass them to the flight attendants as we make our way through the cabin. Thank you for your cooperation.
Would be nice if there wasn't a cutoff though for the trees. But I guess can't have everything.
Thousand to go. 1834. 1834.
And we are holding at 5.
Left, maintain 4,000 and take radar vectors to intercept the localizer. I will expect radar vectors to intercept.
Let's slow down here.
Maintain 4,000. American 1834, turn left heading 09034.
2,500.
American 1834, intercept the localizer and clear ILS Zulu, runway 23 left approach. ILS Zulu, runway 23 left approach, American 1834.
November 5070, Julius, squawk 4641.
American 1834, release speed to 160 knots, radar set terminated, contact tower on 118.55,
Tower 118.55, have a good night, American 1834.
Got the airport and the runway. Nice and clear out.
102 on the 585.
And what are we doing on the way out?
Heading 320.
Turn heading 30, that's the 585.
And at 5 is what we're holding at.
Red Delta 585, expect me joining Cessna.
That looks pretty cool.
Delta 585, fly direct Cessna. Descend via start to 10,000.
Descend via start to 10,000.
1,000 to go.
Hey, give me the gear.
Delta 585, contact approach 119.75.
1975, Delta 585.
15. And we'll just slow all the way up.
United 1097, good morning, radar contact on Pacific climb to flight level 32.
Unrestricted climb to flight level 320, United 1097. Ethiopia 3516, request descent via the arrival.
Ethiopia 3516, descend via LATAM 1 Bravo arrival to 15,000.
Via the arrival, the lateral 1 Bravo to 15,000, Ethiopia 3516.
You should not show extended.
Fly direct to Suta.
Alright, lights, engine start select is auto brake, speed brake, landing gear, flaps, and they have been notified. And we are holding at 5 on a mist.
European 3516, increase to 210.
My bird.
Speeding up to 210, Ethiopia 3516.
1,000 feet, stabilized, missed approach altitude set.
220, not indicated, Ethiopian 3516.
You say 210, Ethiopia 3516.
Okay, plane increase to 220, Ethiopian 3516.
220, Ethiopia 3516.
American 2227, 7126.45, good morning.
Approaching minimum.
Surprised that we can get the landing clearance yet. We're going to land anyway. I can't go around. It's almost 6.
Minimum.
Continue.
Special report 30 miles from Lima, Bravo.
500.
Just landing now.
That's correct.
4.
Yeah, I'm just landing right now.
United 1222 will establish on the localizer.
300.
United 1222, contact tower 118.63.
200.
Shell 01, contact approach
100.
Prepare for landing.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Southwest 112, 112.
Would have been nice if we made that, but didn't think that was going to happen.
Control at 128
It should be wide enough for me to turn. We shouldn't have to go all the way down.
Contact tower, 118.6, good night. 1660 tower, have a good night, man.
We're not going to go down to the end here.
American 1353, descend to 8,000 feet, direct to Tina, clear. ILS DME Zulu, runway 27 approach, report Dallas, shall collect.
8,000, clear for the approach, World Horn Dallas, American 1353.
Wow, I'm surprised he's holding short. I figured he'd be coming at us already.
Any chance you mind if I climbed up, maintain VFR operational up to 21.5? If not, I could take a IFR to 210.
556, Roger, that will be with 10 American Control 124.1, please, if you would like to be.
We are up.
24.1, 556, we'll go over there. Thank you, have a nice day.
Well, that's an hour and 7 minutes. Look at that. Right on the money. That's a match. Not bad. Pretty good. Pick a gate, any gate. They didn't have any gate on FlightAware, so just.
Gentlemen, LATAM Airlines welcomes you to Cordoba. The local time is 1:15 p.m. For your safety and the safety of those around you, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened and keep the aisle clear until we are parked at the gate. The captain will then turn off the fasten seatbelt sign, indicating it is safe to stand. Please use caution when opening the overhead compartments and removing items, since articles may have shifted during flight. Cordoba is known for its beautiful colonial architecture and vibrant cultural scene. The weather today is clear with a temperature of 8 degrees Celsius, perfect for exploring the city. Thank you for flying with LATAM Airlines, and we hope to see you again soon.
Southwest 1203.
What do we have? Gate 3, I believe it was. I just grabbed that gate anyway.
Buenos dias, Southwest 1203.
121.75.
Restricted to 18000.
I'm unrestricted to 18000, Southwest 1203.
Right. LATAM 486, holding at Charlie, looking for gate 3. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that ride.
Cordoba ground, taxi to gate 3 via Charlie Delta. Have a good day.
Charlie Delta is Charlie Alpha, but I cleared taxi gate 3, LATAM 486. So that wasn't too bad. And yeah, it's been about a minute, and we can even kill you as well. Here's our gate right there. As you can see, the entire gate is here, and if you look here, the entire section is missing. When we make the turn, it'll appear over here in the center, and you'll see where the networking issues begin. Get my head out of the way, you'll see that gate will appear, see? And then when we swing back around, it'll disappear.
Number 414 Delta, radar contact, A mount.
American 1528 with you, passing 6700, 10,000.
Hey, it's there, then it's going to disappear.
W839, radar service terminated, contact base tower 124.95, good morning.
Center number 2000 Lima, 4,500 climbing, 10,000 direct.
A little bit more. Good enough. All right, let them roll around. All right, everybody, I hope you enjoyed that ride. I did, and I just barely got this one in.
If you need any deviation, just let me know. I don't have enough for radio.
All right, ground services, GPU, set to chocks, ASU, doors open. All right, so chocks are in position. We can get rid of the parking brake. Ground power is available. We'll go on ground power, confirm. Ground air is also available. Yes, so we are set for unconditioned air. Don't need you. Don't need you. Don't need you. And you're on standby. Alright, let's see what we have here. Electrical power on ground. Bleed air. We're set for unconditioned air. Yes. Fuel levers are set to cut off. Anti-collision light is off. Passenger signs are off. Fuel pump switches are off. Electrical panel check set. Galley power is off. Window heat switches are off. Hydraulic pumps, electric 2 and 1 are off. Exterior lights as needed. We have position lights. Flight director switches are off. Chocks in position. The parking brake is off. And let's shut down completely now. So IRS select is to off. Emergency exit lights are off. Exterior lights are off. Bleed air panel. Let's get that set. That is set. Engine start select is to both. AC, we're on. Yeah, we can disconnect ground power. AC/DC select is to standby and battery switch off. Alright everybody, I hope you enjoyed that run. I had another blast. It's always fun when I get in here. And I always enjoy the company. Everybody that was here, Niles and Zuma, Jackson, Quartz, Odom was even here earlier today. Derek, I always enjoy the company, my friends, and the conversation. I will catch you on my next run. I've got family here for dinner, so I got to run. Alright everybody, take care. Catch you later.